dokie. So, day 4. We've been building camp for a bit. We've explored around this island. I've got 3 crates. I found these in the 3 shipwrecks that surround the island. There was a little bit of aloe here, so I've already built myself some aloe salve. I've collected some coconuts. These crabs are done. I already gutted and cooked them. I've saved all my rations. I've got a couple of tools. Here's an air thing. This label maker. I'm guessing I can label crates and shit with that. I'll save those for later. I've got, I was lucky, I found some leather, and I've got a little bit of corrugated steel and 1 piece of cloth left. I've been collecting fibrous leaves. Those are good for ropes and also for making water. I've got lots of sticks and some logs to process. I've got my fire pit with my kindling next to it. I've got my shelter, and I've got 2 water collectors right now. Basically what I've been doing is, in order to fund my water, you either have to use your fibrous leaves or palm trees. So what I've been doing is I've been taking down the smallest ones first, then I'll go to the medium ones, then I'll go to the tall ones. I only use these as I need to because they don't respawn. So that is a bit of a determination as to, like, when I leave or come back to islands, how long I've been there, whether or not, you know, I've used up all of the palm resources. Typically, I'm probably not going to go for those tall ones. I'll probably stop once I get to, like, the medium ones, and I'll leave the tall ones so that you can always have some coconuts and a few palms left in case you need to come back for whatever reason. When I leave, I'll only be leaving my campfire, my shelter, and my water stills. I'm going to go to, you know, the next island. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves up so that when we get there, all we have to do is very quickly and easily we can build ourselves a shelter and a water still right away, fire pit, etc. We'll take our kindling and as much shit as we can, right? So I can store some stuff in these crates. I might have to do 2 trips, and 2 trips is dangerous because sharks do come after you as you try to go across. This isn't my first iteration. I've probably played this 3 or 4 times through. I think the furthest I've made it without dying was day 8, where I died of poisoning because I accidentally ate some tainted meat, and I wasn't able to find enough Pippi. I found 1 thing of Pippi on this island, and I searched 2 other islands, battling sharks to get across. I literally went through a storm, which is not advisable, and I died due to poisoning of all fucking things. I've learned that there are boars, there are giant crabs, there are small crabs, there are sharks, there are sardines and clownfish. These are all things that you can attack or whatever. I haven't been able to actually battle a shark yet, but I have escaped them many, many times. In the 4 times I've played this, I've gone across to other islands about 6 times now. So that's where we're at. Basically, I'm kind of trying to actually do this as realistically as possible in a certain amount of ways. So, I mean, if you look at my camp, the way I have this set up, I mean, this is exactly what I would have done in real life. I would have built my fire sort of away from this, but close enough that that big-ass rock is going to reflect that heat back into my shelter. Right, my shelter's facing sort of, east is sort of that way, over by that island. So, you know, in reality, I always typically try to put the entrance to my shelters to facing east so that you start warming up first in the morning, right? Also helps you wake up. It's a bit of a natural alarm clock, right? So you're getting that light hitting your tent. You're like, oh shit, it's the morning time. So yeah, that's where we're at. Next course of action is, I think I'm actually going to... I'm probably going to use the raft because I get an extra storage thing to go to the next island. Because I can store 3 more items in that storage thing, and then I get a paddle, which I could take with me and build my own raft if I wanted to. There's one of the shipwrecks we got a storage box out of. I've made it to that island, I've made it to that island, and I've made it to that island. and I've done basically from here to there, or I've actually done a trip where I went from this island to that island, from that island to this island, and then back. I've been to that island and died on it. There's a big ass boar over there. He fucking killed me. And I died on that island to a fucking giant crab. And then I've died here due to poisoning. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 4th life. Haven't gone that way yet. Haven't gone that way yet. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 islands you can see from this one. Something like that, yeah. 6. So that's where we're at. There's potatoes here. I haven't dug those up yet. Have to, I'm assuming, build a hoe, build myself a garden box, and then I can plant these things. They are plantable. I have picked them and eaten them. Another iteration. Because I was desperate. Learning the parameters of the game. It only took me 4 tries to basically figure out the basics and get myself to a point where I'm pretty comfortable now. So I've also been exploring the building, menus to kind of figure out what you can and can't do. So I know I can build a shelf for these containers. I've done it once. I need planks. I can build myself a saw station. In order to do that, you need a piece of leather, which I actually have one piece of leather. You can build a loom, which will transform fibrous leaves into cloth. You can build a tanning rack, which if I go kill that boar, I can use the rawhide to make more leather. Once you have leather, you can make better tools, and in order to make a sawmill, which will produce planks. Ooh, I need to cool down. I'm standing in the sun like an idiot. No, I probably have heat stroke. Yeah, I have sunstroke, so good time to test this out. I'm gonna pick this up. We're gonna use that. Ooh, you get to keep that shit. Sweet. Okay. Put that back. Let's have a sit down. Boom. Now we have sunblock and not sunstroke. Nice. All right. So I hadn't tested that yet. Live test in action. Y'all get to witness it. I pretty much assumed that was how that worked. So it takes one of these coconut flasks and 2 aloe to make an aloe salve. To make the aloe salve, you need, or to make the coconut shell, pardon me, you need 1 rope and a coconut that you have not processed yet. Which is kind of funny because you would think, well, okay, whatever, but you actually end up getting a drink out of it. So if you just process the coconut, you can drink it. And then once you drink it, you can cut it open and eat it. You can't really, as far as I know, do anything with it if you process beyond it that, if you process it that way. But if you leave this coconut and you add the rope to it, you get a coconut flask. When you get the coconut flask, you get 1 drink. It's always advisable to take that drink before you do anything like build a still, because you're going to lose that drink of water. And the still is for water anyways, so you might as well drink the water and then make more water, right? Pretty much, reality. Considering they built this game with Unity, which is a program I'm familiar with, I did the initial tutorials trying to learn it for some VR stuff. It's actually a pretty good game. I'm pretty impressed with it. Unity's not the best engine to be building games with, in my opinion, but it has great applications for other things. That's what I was learning it for. But this is pretty cool. I think they've done a really good job. I'm not unimpressed with this game, considering it was free for me, so